What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Dental Student Vibe Podcast. Today we got a quick dental dimes for you. I'm here with Matt. My name's Seth Kalish, and we're going to be talking about the dentist ranking as number 2 in the U.S. News and World Report's best jobs. How do you feel about that, Matthew?
I feel optimistic. We got a lot to look forward to coming out of school now. We went up from last year. We were number 4 to this year, and we're now number 2 again.
We were number 4. I thought we were number 1 last year.
I don't think so. According to this, it says number 4.
I guess you got to read the article
Right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, so we're looking at the article in the American Dental Association News, article January 20th, 2020, and it's by David Berger. And so, yeah, we're ranked number 2 now. And it's referencing the U.S. News World Report Best Jobs for 2020. So number 1, not surprisingly, software developer. You know, I mean, would you call Mark Zuckerberg a software developer? I don't know. He's just a CEO now.
I mean, I just call him a pioneer.
Yeah. So software developer number 1, dentist at number 2, like we said.
Number 3 is physician assistant, 4 is orthodontics, and then 9 is oral and maxillofacial surgeon. So we have 3 of the top 10 best jobs in the country. So that's a huge accomplishment. And we have 46 jobs in healthcare as the top 100. So, I mean, you know, it's clear to show that healthcare is the way to go. It's very rewarding for yourself and for your patients.
Right. And then also the Bureau of Labor Statistics said that there's a projected 7.6% employment growth for dentists between 2018 and 2028. So that's 10,400 jobs that are going to open up over the next 10 years.
Sounds good to me.
Well, let's do the math on this quickly, all right? So if we have 60 plus dental schools and all of them, let's just say, have 100, well, I know some have less than 100, others have a couple hundred students that are coming out per year. So let's just round it to 100, and let's say every dental school produces 100 dental students a year. So quick maths, Matt. What does that equate to?
6,000.
6,000. So we have 6,000 new dentists per year.
So roughly 7,000.
7,000.
Depending on how many people are in each class.
And then, I mean, I don't know the rate of retirement, so the dentists leaving the field, but we have 6,000, 7,000, maybe more, maybe less, entering the field. So that kind of, makes me wonder, are we going to be filling up the job pool too fast, or what? What do you think?
I don't think so, just because with the way it seems that people are retiring, and I feel like as the new dentists come out and we start getting more experience, we become more of an asset. So we're going to end up with the skill set that nobody else can replace. So regardless of how many people there are, I think you're going to always develop that level of trust with your patients. So I don't think you'll ever starve as a dentist.
Let's hope not. One more statistic that is included in the article is the median salary in 2018 was $151,850 for dentists, and then the top 25 percentile was made $208,000, and the bottom 25 made $107,000. So I mean that's a range of $100,000, but I mean you could kind of guess what percentile the private practice owners were in.
Absolutely, top 25.
So I mean, what do you think is the average salary coming right out of school? It's probably somewhere,
I would say anywhere from like 105, 110 to like 120, 130.
Right. I mean, of course, it depends on what practice you're going into, and then also what location you're in, supply and demand. Yeah, and how much you work, how much you can produce. But, that's the goal for us when we get out of school. Let's get to it. Let's get to work.
No days off.
No days off. Let's get our skills up.
Speed. That's the key.
Right. I mean, it's time to hustle when we get out of school.
Definitely.
And I'm sure it is for all you listeners as well. You just want to get out there, get going, get started with our careers,
It's It's a foot race to private practice.
That's right.
But one of the nice things, though, is although, it's a foot race to private practice, you'll have all the autonomy that you could possibly want. One of the biggest things is that once we're in private practice, don't ever think that you're alone and that, you're the only guy around. Use study aids, study groups, Facebook groups where you guys can discuss different cases, any business, principles that you've learned along the way with other dentists. And you guys kind of have like a study group and you guys can meet, or you can do it online, whatever it may be, on the phone. And that can really help better your repertoire. Because when you think about it, though, you're going to know a lot coming out. I mean, there's still plenty to learn, but there's always a different way of thinking. And by meeting up with people and discussing all these things, you're definitely going to have a new perspective. And then that could show you where you may lack or where your strengths are, and then how to become a more well-rounded practitioner.
And, it's really important that you reach out to other people as much as you can. Like you said, there's plenty of resources out there. I mean, all of social media, and then there's all these different groups now, as well as CEs. Like we went to Dawson the other day, right? So it's getting to be a landscape that is coming together, and you're able to communicate the struggles, whether you're a dental student or a dentist. I mean, we see other dentists talking about different problems that they have all the time in practice in these Facebook groups, and it also helps us learn what problems they're facing and like how to solve them, whether it's clinical, whether it's some sort of administrative thing. I know there's the Dental Clinical Pearls Facebook group. That's a great one. That's run by Greg Charles, and he even sends out an email. I think he sends out the email like every single day. It's always these like just small tips on how to overcome some obstacle while running a practice. I mean, it could literally be anything. Like he'll send out stuff. Like I'm looking at the one from today. He spotted a perforation doing a second molar endo. And he gives you a little bit of tips on how to do that, how to fix that. So lots of great resources, and then it allows for communication to open on the subjects.
Definitely, and all that camaraderie and everything. It's so enjoyable to see because there is no animosity between dentists, battling for who has more patients and stuff like that. You don't really see that as much. You see a lot of times on these Facebook posts and everything, everyone is very sweet. They're looking to bring people up.
Really? Because you clearly aren't reading the same ones I am.
No, if you look through whatever, sometimes they argue about treatment planning, what you would do or whatever. But usually
some people go crazy.
Yeah, so they do. But there's a lot of times where you'll get good advice, sound advice, and you could definitely benefit from it. There are times, you got these gunners that show up and they're, ready to critique everyone. But that's in any group or any field that you are a part of.
Yeah, pretty much any field.
Absolutely.
Field.
So,
what's one field where it's not like that?
I don't know.
I literally can't think of a single one.
Yeah,
nope, can't think of a single one.
Think of it.
All right. Yeah. So, anyways, keep those lines of communication open, and don't forget, be happy. We're currently on the path to the number 2 ranked profession in the world. So
from here, let's just go up. Let's regain the spot as number 1.
Let's get back to number 1.
Exactly.
That's
if you're not first, you're last.
Okay, Ricky Bobby. All right, guys. Well, I hope you appreciate that dentistry is ranked number 2 in the U.S. News and World Report's best jobs. And we're coming for you, software developer number 1. We're coming for you. Be sure to tune in for the next episode and check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at dental.student.vibes. We got some cool interviews coming up. We got some t-shirts and other cool apparel for sale. Check us out on Teespring. It's in the link of our Instagram, and I'm also putting the link in the show notes. So check that out. We got some cool apparel for you guys. And please leave us a review, leave us a rating, send us a message, whatever you want to do.
Please, we love questions.
We love the questions. We love to help out. And stay vibing.